welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie. I'm an empath and intuitive card reader. I'm here this evening to do the reading, the general reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of March 2017. So let's get right into it here. For those of you new to YouTube, the subscribe button beneath this video window. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you're more than welcome. All subscriptions are free. This is a general reading for those of you that don't know that and you're new to the tarot community here on YouTube. General readings are all free, and they're for everybody, every sign. This reading's for Scorpio, so there would be, you know, thousands of Scorpions viewing this video. And so when you scratch your head at the end of the reading, and you say, well, you know, maybe that might have meant something to me, or that might have, but the rest of it didn't. Then if you want a personal video reading that is just for you and you alone, you would require a private reading from me. Information for that can be found down below in the description and in the more area. You just read through it once, please, and then ship me off an email, and we'll take it from there. Bay of Fundy Fortunes can be found on Twitter, on Blogspot, on Google, and on under Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook as well, and you're more than welcome to join us there. We do a few different little things sometimes, and sometimes we get some good conversation going too. We can have fun in there sometimes. Okay, we want messages for the sign of Scorpio for this general monthly reading for March 2017. Yes, the universe, master of the natural world order. Spirit guides, please bring forth any messages you have for Scorpio. The Scorpion. It's for Scorpio. Not there. There. Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio for March 2017. Alright, right there. Let's get right into it, Scorpio. Let's see what Tarot's brought forth for your attention. The very first card is your overall energies. I haven't seen him in a while. The King of Pentacles is all about trust. This is your general overall energy, card number 1. Card number 2, nice. In your wealth and your finance sector is the Ace of Cups. It represents love. Right off, I'm feeling somebody's finally got the money together to do the things they've been waiting to do, like get married and build their first home. 2 of Swords and Crossroads are your hearth, your home, the people in your life, and love. 4th card, your challenges, is the Knight of Pentacles. It's all about loyalty. These are your challenges for the month of March. 5th and final card in your message from Spirit. 5 of Swords, and it's all about conflict. When those messages have been exhausted, I pull one more card as a significator from a deck of tarot that will either highlight and bring forth and reemphasize something that's fallen in the 5-card spread, or it'll want a spotlight on its own to make it really stand out, another message that could be coming for you. Alright, very first card, King of Pentacles. It's all about trust. Trust. This is a man who is ambitious, trustworthy, and protective. He commits to a project, and he commits to relationships till the very, very end. Good energy and great person to have here. This is also a powerful business owner, and he could be a leader with a hands-on attitude as well. Someone that's not afraid. You know, you have leaders that walk around, and a good leader is of service to the people that are following them. And some people get egotistical in those positions and wouldn't dream of dirtying or sullying their hands with any real work on what's being done, whatever that is that they're leading and the people that are following. But this guy shows up. If he's in a suit and a tie and a vest and the whole 9 yards, he'll take off the jacket He'll take off the tie. He'll roll his sleeves up and roll his pants on. He'll get down and grab a shovel and get right into the mud with you, because he's sincere and he's true about what he's doing. He's there to serve the people, not the other way around. It's not the people that serve the leader. It's the leader that serves the people. And that is politics and perfection. We don't see that very often because we get egotistical people and they forget that the tables are supposed to be turned the other way. And this guy's really, really, he's sincere and he's real and he's somebody that you can trust. And sometimes as well, Scorpio, this can very easily be the you card. This could be you in the reading. And this could, as far as you go, represent a generosity and offers love. And the gains that you share are shared with those that you love very, very much. The advice is to protect what is yours while helping those on the way up the ladder as well. So that's what a good leader does as well. Or somebody just seems to be into that position of, you know, they're like, you know, they're one position ahead of you at work maybe, or their knowledge is one step ahead of yours. It's no secret. They don't hold back on that stuff. They're more than willing to share their knowledge with everybody. A good teacher, somebody that you can turn to when you need to know about something. They're you know they're going to help you if they can, if they have the knowledge that you're seeking. Keywords for this card are money and protection, power, loyalty, stability, leaders, and commitments. Strong commitments. Good card to have. Second card, your finances and wealth. The Ace of Cups, all about love. This card is here to show you're going to achieve your heart's desire. There will be fulfillment. Money being made through artistic pursuits as well is very strong. Relationships as well. Some of you may be putting together a book for the first time in your life, and for some of you, it's not your first book. Some of you are going to be doing some home improvements with spring upon us now, and it is upon us. Well, you get a couple cold days here and there, a little bit of snow, but it's basically here. So when you start seeing signs of spring, some of us get that urge. We just want to gut everything out, and because spring is so fresh and it's new and it's all about rebirth, and the word fresh keeps popping up. So some of us get that urge and that drive that we want to just dive right in, and we want to purge our lives in any way that we can, including our homes, beautifying our homes, beautifying ourselves, fresh haircuts, fresh clothes coming in, fresh starts for some. Some people wait for spring for a lot of people with different reasons. And they're waiting for spring, and we're just on the verge now. We've got 1 foot in winter and 1 foot ahead in spring. That's where we're at right now. That's how close it is. You can taste it. You can smell it. I could smell the bay coming in through my open window today, and it smelled wonderful. The advice of this card is to, at this time, Scorpio, open your heart, trust, and be open to what comes to you. The universe is bringing things to you. Some things are subtle, so you really have to be on your toes and leave yourself open to anything at this time. Anything can happen. Anything at all. Good stuff, not bad stuff. Be open to anything that comes to you. Your keywords for this card are beginnings and passion, creativity. Creativity is where you're going to be making your money. Creativity is going to give you that little boost that you've been looking for a long time. It's almost like you've been ahead and even with the game, whatever your game is when it pertains to making money. But the money part itself hasn't begun to reveal itself. And in this case, that's what it's going to do. So allow your creativity to get a little crazy and a little wild. Don't be afraid to try something new. It's going to make a difference. And all of a sudden, you want to see everything. You want to see everything leveled off. Everything just leveled right off. So everything is at even par. There's a pure balance there. There's almost there's almost a glory in the balance that you're looking for. And when the money rises up and matches with everything else and you see the balance, it's going to come from your creative side. So you need to get a little crazy, a little wild. Dare to be different is what I'm hearing. Dare to be different. Your keywords are beginnings and passion and creativity. Yep. Strong intuition, strong emotions as well. Instinctive knowledge within. Trust your feelings at this time. If you want to be a success, go with it. As long as, if you suffer a bit of loss, that's fine. You can handle that, but don't go overboard. Use your logic, your intellect, your common sense. All right, so third card is the Two of Swords. It's crossroads. And this falls into your hearth, your home, people, and love in your life. So this card here is telling you it's crossroads. There's a decision to make. You're at a fork in the road. You have to claim a decision one way or the other. That's very, very important to you. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I continue on? Do I stop right here while I'm ahead? Some of you are feeling like I'm ahead of the game right now. A little bit of paranoia is coming down, and it's teasing the end of your senses because it's there all the time. It's not full blown. It's not taking you over. It's not overwhelmed you or anything along those lines. It is just there, and it's like some people think everything's gone so well. And in my life, this is what some of you are thinking. In my life, unless everything's wrong, nothing is right. That's the only time anything feels right is when everything's falling apart. Because that's my life, and that feels quite normal to me. So you're waiting for the other boot to drop because things have just been floating along, tickety-boo. Everything feels good. It looks great. You see growth. You see fertility. And spring brings all these things. And spring's going to be a vital part of your business, your life, your home. Spring, there's a new energy flowing through your home and through you and those that are closest to you. You can feel it. It's almost tangible. If nothing else, it's reaching out and it's touching you. Your energies are really going to rise at this time. You're going to feel happy. You're going to feel good. But for some of you, and it's not all of you, it's a general reading, you're going to be waiting for the other boot to drop. That pessimistic attitude, the dark side of Scorpio. Scorpio's got a lot of darker sides. They're dark and mysterious. They have zero tolerance for people that lie or cheat. But they're, on the other hand, very secretive. They'll never lie about something if you ask them. They'll just tell you, I don't want to tell you. It's a secret. It's something I'm keeping close to my own breast. And they just won't tell you, but they're not going to stand there and fabricate a lie. A lot of them are not like that. Yeah, you've got one in every group and every sign that is. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? So for some of you, this is pertaining to be proud of your honesty. In Scorpions, they're loyal for life, whether it be friendship, partnerships, business partnerships, marriages, children. They're loyal for life. They can be a little touchy at times. And I'm hearing quick to jump, taking things right to heart. You personally, you can work on that a little bit. That, just to better yourself and make yourself a more well-rounded person. So people, after a while, because when you get around people like that, Scorpio, for those of you that have that trait, where you take everything right to heart and then you jump, you lash out with a stinger. Other people, after a while, once they learn that about you, if they don't know you really well and they're getting to know you, they find out that you're that way. So they think before they say anything to you because they don't want to set anything off. They don't want you to take them the wrong way. So they're always thinking, other people are always thinking before they speak, before they say anything, because they don't want it to go that way. So there's something else for Scorpio, just to better yourself and for you to work on. There's a lot. Some of you are feeling some tension because you're having some indecision. Some of you are on Two of Swords. Usually indicates you're on lockdown. You're within. There's an inner fight going on inside of you. You have to make a decision, and when this happens, neither side's going to win. You're not going to be able to make a choice or a decision. You're going to have to stand back at this point, whatever this is, and you're going to have to let it play itself out. You have to hands up. Step back. It's like holding a baby and letting go of it. hope it takes its first steps without crashing to the floor. It's that kind of a apprehension. You don't want to let go of it. This could be something you've created. This could be something that is job related. This could be something that's business related. This could be child related. This could be relationship. It could be a lot of things, but there's a sense I'm feeling apprehension is what I'm feeling. Afraid to really let go and see if it's going to fly on its own without your influences on it. Yeah, that conflict inside, you've got to really, there's equal power there. You're not going to be able to pull a decision just out of your hat. Some of you, though, are missing an obvious clue. It's like here. You're saying, where's my hand? And you're looking everywhere. You're everywhere. You're just pulling things up and lifting things off. And there it was the whole time. There's a clue that you're missing. There's a clue that's going to help. And yet again, neither side, neither decision, neither side, if you had to take two decisions and put them and say there's a side, neither side is still going to win, even with that clue. But it's going to change the water on the beans, as they say. It's going to make a big, big difference. Very mysterious. That's very strange. I wish I could get more and pull more from that. I wish I could hear more from that. The advice of this card is to take a fresh look at any action or decisions. Then again, the card is advising you. It's telling you what's going to happen, but it's advising you. To make a decision is better than to do nothing at all. You got to call it heads or tails. Keywords are doubt and uncertainty, stalemate, indecision and stuck, disconnection and blocks, and this is hitting you close to home. This is in your home environment with the people that are close to your heart and important to you. It's people influenced. Even if they're not close, this affects your home life. It affects everything about it. I wish I could get more from that. That's bugging me. That's really bugging me. I really would like to. Knight of Pentacles. You have the King and the Knight of Pentacles in this reading. Scorpio. And we all know what that means. Well, most of us. It's money related. This is your challenges. For March, it's King of Pentacles. He's all about loyalty. It's a beauty of a card. The Knight is very slow in this deck, and he's very, very steadfast. He plans his moves with care. He may not be charming, but he is loyal, and he is trustworthy. So this guy doesn't set out every day on his day when his foot hits the pavement and his day begins. He doesn't even begin to even fathom the thought, who can I get to like me today? He doesn't care. He's not wasting any of his life trying to impress anybody. This guy's the real deal. You really, really, he is easy for you to trust because he's the real deal. He doesn't pull any punches. He doesn't waste any time. He doesn't put any facades up. He doesn't change his mood because a certain somebody walks into his view. He's not like that. He is who he is. Very trustworthy. He's also always taken very, very seriously if you recognize this person. That's one of the flags that will give it away. So you'll recognize him when you see him after this reading. This is somebody that's always taken very, very seriously. He often shows up in readings that show good business dealings. How wonderful is that? That's really, really good. He's associated with a good home as well. So a good home, a good solid home, a good family, a good solid foundation are things that wholesome, clean and pure, real. These are the words that are coming to the forefront. Right now, as well, Scorpio, this is the perfect time for you to sit down and discuss with your family some very serious decisions about your future. You're being faced with that. That could be part of this as well. There's a clue there somewhere that'll give you the answers, but still, neither side can win. There might be a lot of compromising that's going to be going on. That could be it too. These are hard decisions too. I've just seen somebody having to leave home and leave behind the family to go to work. I just got a flash of that, if that means anything to anybody. You'll have to leave home and leave your family behind to go to work. And that's why this decision is so difficult to make, because it's not sitting well with you, Scorpio, at all. The advice of this card is hard work may not be exciting, but it sure brings a lot of great rewards at the end. The harder you work, the more rewarded you will be in the very, very end. That's fantastic. Trust your intuition at this time is one of your keywords: order, planning, people, prosperity, and property as well. Somebody may be moving away from the home that they're in right now. There's a move coming up. I'm feeling that as well for some of you. Five of Swords is your message from Spirit. It's all about conflict. I'm going to pull my book out on this one for Spirit. Of course, they're going to make me dig for it here. Come on, show yourself, for heaven's sakes. There we go. Where is it? For heaven's sakes, the last page. There we go. All right, your message from Spirit is the Five of Swords. This meaning of the card is conflict. An argument or other conflict leaves you feeling battle-worn and feeling rather small. What I'm hearing right off there is you lost it, Scorpio, on somebody. You kind of snapped. You did that quick jump thing that I was just talking about a few minutes ago. Somebody said something. You know they shouldn't have said it, and you're correcting your feelings that way. I'm feeling that you are correct to feel the way you do. Problem is you showed your weaker side and you kind of lost control. Because going back in retrospect and looking on it, you think I would have never said that. I would have never done that. What came over me? You really let it fly. And it was sharp, and it was fast, and it was quick. It was as a snap and a sting. And you could see that on the other person's face, that, whoa, really taking, they flinched. And that's what's making you feel very small because of this. Someone, too, at this time, has been cruel and unkind and even devious. It has wounded your friendship, your business relationship, or romance out of jealousy or a need for power as well. This card can also reveal communication problems within families. So this is a general reading because I felt really good about the family structure back here. And this card is, the Spirit is saying, for some of you, that's not the case at all. Hurtful opposition or being unfairly overruled and ignored. Somebody's thoughts and opinions and ideas are not being heard. Matter of fact, they're outrightly ignored. And that's a hurtful thing as well. Scorpio, when that happens to them, they retreat. They're worse than Cancer the Crab. They retreat, and, Cancer the Crab can go into its shell, but it needs to see a bit of sunlight coming through to know that there's hope and there's life out there again. And with Scorpio, when they go into a shell, it's pretty bad. It gets black dark, so you can't even see the hand in front of your face. They don't want to see any light. They don't want to see any hope. And they'll hide in that shell for a long time. And that shell is closed tight, and it is dark. And that's the way they go when they've been wounded and attacked and been uncalled for. You may experience some of these feelings, Scorpio, that will be coming up in the month of March. I'm feeling about the third week or so this could go down on you. Some of you will retreat. And boys, once the trust has been broken that way, and they've been injured, it'll be a long time coming back. And when somebody says, are you okay now? You're fine? And you say, yeah, fine. I'm fine. A canned response of fine You're not going to be fine for a long, long time. Not really. Lessons learned. Here's one thing, though. When this happens, on the more positive side of it, the situation, any questions you had, are now up and out in the open, so you know what you're dealing with. It's been something that's gone on. It's been done behind your back, been said behind your back, but now everything's out in the open, so you know what you're fighting against, and you know what you're dealing with, and it does give you an upper hand and a more solid footing beneath you. The advice of the card, there you go, is to stand your ground. You don't need to respond aggressively, but do be assertive rather than retreat. So it's okay for you to stand there and to fight back and hold your ground. Just don't lose control. Don't lose self-control. Always be in control. Keywords are oppositions, arguments, shame, bullying, unfairness, loss, and resilience. And those are not very nice words. Let's move on to the significator and see what we can drum up there. And maybe we'll have a happily ever after. I hope so. That's some pretty heady stuff going on there. Emotions running real deep and high. That's what I'm feeling from this. Emotions running deep and high. I see success for some of you. So these are not all the same people. This is a general reading. Success for some of you. And being more creative. And really pushing the boundaries in the envelope. Daring to be different, as I said, is going to bring you some creative success. It's going to make everything better. You're craving, some of you are craving for that miraculous feeling of balance. Everything is in its place and everything as it should be. It's going to come, and your money flow is going to rise up, and it's going to balance in just nicely with everything else. That's been a long time coming for some of you. You've been working really, really hard for that. And it's, you know how business won't pay for itself? They usually say it takes about 7 years for you to start really seeing a profit, and it's paid for itself. It's that kind of thing. You've been waiting a long time for this to pay for itself. So you can start looking at expanding your personal life now. Because of that, you really can. You want to buy a new home, move and buy a new home. You need a new vehicle, anything, things like this. You've been working hard. You need that family vacation, so you can take, mom, dad, and the 3 or 4 kids along, and I'll take off to Barbados or Bermuda or Cuba or, Disneyland or something like this. You want significator, please, for this 5-card spread. The sign of Scorpio. That felt good right there. Excuse me. I'm going to cut it right there. Wow. Look at that. Oh, I think I'll tease you guys for a minute. This is fantastic. The Wheel of Fortune. And I hear applause in the background. Everybody's clapping. Yeah. Okay. I'm being silly. I know, guys. I'm being silly. All right. And a major arcana card at that. How great is that? That's just wonderful. I haven't had this card. It's been months. And I mean months. Probably 7 or 8 months since I've seen this card come up. Wheel of Fortune, and it came up upright. Thank heavens. Okay, represented means unexpected events, and it means wisdom gained from experience. Changes. A new cycle. We talked about the newness right on. A turn of the wheel. A progression of a movement. This card is an excellent card. It's fantastic. One moment here. Let's see if I can't. I want to get a little bit more on this. It's a good card. Let's see. That would duplicate into Here we go. It's a better one. It's a Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune shows a whirlpool of flowing energy, or circle in this case. And all animals are drawn toward its center. The number 8 is signified here as well. It stands for change and stands for renewal. And the circle represents a turn toward the future, as fate steps in and puts you up on a new and perhaps an unexpected path. All aspects of your life are going to be boosted with the wheel as you move forward, and allow fate to take you in your destined life direction. The card also shows you'll be feeling a generally optimistic and able feeling to make the most of your luck, turning unexpected opportunities into great decisions that change everything for the better. Another meaning of the card is clairvoyance, so your intuition is heightened, or the person that you're reading for is developed spiritually. There you go. The advice is, the wheel is not so much about a doing card as it is a receiving card. So you're on the receiving end. Oh, well, there's just this flow. It's not an overabundance, but every now when you least expect it, something is being brought to you, and you will recognize it when it comes for what it is. Go with the flow is the advice of the card. Your keywords are fate and luck, the unexpected, movement, change, crossroads, and clairvoyance. Well, there you go. What do you think about that, Scorpio? That's kind of I don't know. I don't know what to think about that reading, really. I really don't. I'd like to see this at the very end, because it pulls it all together. I'm feeling like a lot of this is resonating with a lot of different people and different parts of it very, very strongly. Not everybody's getting it all. This, there's so many people here that are getting, the renewing part of it. And there's a few people with the problems, and then there's a few people with making that decision where neither side can really win. And those that are hurt and disturbed, that they have to move away to work, not move away, but leave the family behind. They're going to be gone more than they're home. But the payoff in the end, if you work really, 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 really hard. So anyway, Scorpio, that was your reading. Come back. About the end of the first week of March, we'll be doing the beginning weekly readings to see how the month is rolling along week by week. I'd like to thank you all, current subscribers first and foremost. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You are the foundation beneath the Bay of Fundy Fortune. You're the mud flats. Subscribers of the mud flats. You're the seabed floor of Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and without you, it would just be a big muddy hole. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. For everybody else, thank you for your likes and your shares, your thumbs up, your thumbs down. That's okay. Keep my channel free of politics and religion, please. There's a rant at the end of the Pisces video. You can go check it out in about 31 minutes into it. So anyway, I addressed that. I just don't want it going on here. So for now, from my heart to yours, always from my heart to yours, I wish you all for the best of March. It is spring, my friends. It is spring. And if anybody's looking for me, you can always find me right here or down there, waiting on the next high tide. Until then, good night, good luck, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.